Warning. This video does contain the word cock. At least 10 times. If you don't like that word, then don't watch the rest of this video. Cock. Hello guys. I'm laying it out on the table. My big cock, that is.
Hi, my name's Oscar, and I like cock. Yellow ones, that is.
Oh yeah. It's like, hey guys. I like to beat my meat. That is, my poultry.
Let's talk about
Hello, my name is Adrien, and welcome to the Slaughtering Smiles Post. We are doing another SMagic-Cast today.
SMagic-Cast.
SMagic-Cast.
Oh
my gosh. His cup. Is mine still hanging on there? Yeah.
I got this drink in my cup. Ice cold H2O.
Soda!
Okay. Man, I was trying to sound healthy for the people.
We're drinking some lemon lime soda, to be exact. I'm not going to use any names because we aren't endorsed by them, so I can't use names. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not famous. That's okay, though. We're going to make it.
We're the SMagic-Cast, and we're going to talk today. Podcast. Boom.
Podcast.
Boom. Boom. We had one of these a week ago. If you want to watch it, the quality of the video is awful. I'm just going to tell you that right now because my video converter sucks, and it didn't want to convert the video correctly, so it converted it to the wrong resolution.
Should have got a Mac.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm a PC type of guy. Sorry, Mac users. Okay, so we got a little list here. I just got it. It's outside the camera, but it's sitting here, and we're just going to talk through some stuff. You know, we actually decided to plan this one out a little bit more than usual. So
look at my cock.
Oh my gosh.
It's huge. Just standing right.
We got 12 inches over here standing on its own.
Not even $5. Take that, Subway. Shots fired. All right.
We are not endorsed by Subway.
Yeah. Penn Station where it's at.
Okay.
Gotta get serious. I'm sorry, guys.
Boom. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some success stories.
Yeah.
And some embarrassing stories as well from high school. So.
All right.
You wanna start us off?
Yeah, I got you on this one. All right. So back in my day, you know, I was like a cool kid in the band, right? I mean, I'm brown. I stand out. All right. So bam. Like, you know, we got, oh my cock. We got state competition coming up, right? And I have to inspire the kids. I was the section leader of the alto saxophone group, if not all the saxophones, because they all came around towards the end of H rehearsal, and they were like, all right, let's just gather around. And we just like, I just talk about, good job today, guys. We sounded good, or we sounded like crap at times. And I was straight up honest with them most of the time. And I think they respected me out of it, so it's okay. So there was this one moment. I think it was, what was that, qualifying for state?
It
was
it?
Yeah, we were qualifying for state. It was scholastic competition in Indiana. Yeah. We were qualifying for state, and so I think it was the top 10 bands, right? If I was not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Top 10 bands went to state competition, right? So I was like, you know what? I told my fellow altos, I was like, hey man, I think I should give a speech. And like, Oscar, you should. You're really good at talking to people. I'm like, Alright. So bam, I was like, alright, I gotta give this speech. They need this speech. They need my inspiration, alright?
Remember, he's not a drum major either. He's just a section leader.
Not even a drum major.
This is just like on a whim. He kind of did this.
I'm the best though, alright? Shouts out to the drum majors right now. Alright?
So Humble is our middle name.
I thought it was Alexi's.
Oh, yeah. Mine's John. Never mind.
Alright. So, literally, what happened now is I got in front of the whole entire band. Literally, at this point, it was like a Dr. Martin Luther King, I have a dream speech at this moment. You know, I see a bunch of white kids and their instruments and their band uniforms. And I'm like, all right, guys, everybody shut up. And then, my boy Omar, which you may have seen in the other video.
Yeah, he was in the Rifting with Friends, yeah.
Rifting with Friends, right? This guy, like, you know, definitely a lot louder. I can't do what he does. He clips his lips together, you know. He's a good kisser. Don't ask how I know, all right? He told me.
It's not personal experience.
Is that a
I promise you.
No.
We don't roll that way.
All right.
Here at the SMagic-Cast.
So what happened now? Literally, he got everybody's attention, right? So at this point, I have to give this amazing speech. I didn't know what to say. I made it up on the fly, right? Everything was made up on the spot, you know. And to be honest, like, at that whole entire moment, I felt like the energy, like, it was a quiet energy, but you felt it. And everybody was just listening to me and my words. Like, it was just, everybody was like, you know what, guys? Don't do it for Mr. Sands. Don't do it for the school, but do it for yourself. Because honestly, who else are you doing it for? You're not doing it for your parents to watch you march on the field. You're doing it for yourself. And, you know, it was a speech like that. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. And they got all really inspired and all that good stuff, right? So, bam, we went out and performed. And, bam, we advanced to the finals of state scholastic competition. So, I was like, woohoo. I had to give another speech, right? Because they're like, speech. Because, you know, I was like Gandhi at the time. Because I'm like dark skinned. And I was like a Martin Luther King and like a Cesar Chavez. And then all mixed together into one person, and that was me. That was Oscar Ryuk. So
for like 10 minutes.
Dude, like literally, that speech was epic. So bam, I went on top of, like, not on top, but like I climbed up a few stairs and I gave this other speech, and then I like bam, I was like Jesus, because they were just like, no, they weren't praying, but they were just, you know, just watching me, just listening. And they were really inspired again, once again. So it
was also pretty cool. It was like the entire marching band. It wasn't just, you know, a few people. It was pretty much everyone, including the staff.
Yeah.
Was there watching us and like listening to his speech. And it was really cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah. It was like if you ever watched that movie Braveheart, that's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
Actually, if I was not Scottish and... Or maybe stupid looking. Okay, I'm sorry, Braveheart.
Yeah, he wasn't standing on a rock either.
No. Or on a horse.
So I've got an embarrassing story.
All right.
Oh my gosh, which one was? I'm trying to think of which one I'm going to tell first.
Yeah, he has a lot of those.
There's a lot of embarrassing stories.
I don't have any. They're really bad.
Oh my gosh. So many terrible, terrible stories. So one time, okay, this was freshman year, okay? And for homecoming, we have a homecoming week where every single day we have a sort of a costume event where you come to school dressed in costume, you know, imitating one era. Like, so Wednesday that week we had 80s workout day. So we had to dress like someone from the 80s if I were to go to a workout. So because I'm an idiot, I didn't know anything about the 80s or much about 80s fashion when it came to working out. So I asked my stepmom, which was immediately the worst idea I think I've ever had. She got me all dressed up and you know, set up with the right outfit. And little did I know that it was actually the female workout outfit. I didn't know that until I got to school, though. I rode on the bus all the way to school, no change of clothes, by the way. I had to go through an entire 8-hour day of school dressed as a girl. And then I had football practice afterwards. I brought a pair of shorts for that, but oh my gosh, it was quite the experience coming in the first period and everyone looking at you. I'm just like, sit down. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Everyone likes my costume. Everyone likes my outfit. And then some guy comes up to me. He's like, dude, you do know you're dressed as a girl, right? I'm like, what? It's like, it's such an awful experience.
Yeah.
An entire day at school dressed as a girl.
What's up? Got focus in.
I'm gonna have to take a drink for that one.
This one goes out to my cousin, my mom, and my mom.
Your mom again.
My mom's awesome.
His mom is pretty awesome.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Put that cock back up. Stand it up. Stand it up. There we go.
Isn't he a happy little cock?
Look at him. Just look at him.
Look at him.
Look at.
Okay, so what are we gonna talk about next? So I'm gonna tell another story here about my ankle.
Oh wait. Can I talk about? An embarrassing story actually did come up in my mind.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
so,
he couldn't think of a good embarrassing story, but he must have just thought of one.
Thought of one, right?
Boom, boom.
So I wear skinny jeans. I think we talked about this last time. I wear skinny jeans, right? Mm-hmm. My sister has skinny jeans too, since she's a girl, right? Her and I sometimes get our clothes mixed up, right? So I remember one time I went to school in my sister's skinny jeans, and I could have sworn they looked pretty red, but they were actually like a hot light pink.
I remember that actually. I made fun of you all day. I'm like, dude, why are you wearing pink pants to school?
Dude, I could have sworn they looked red this morning, right? They were pink skinny jeans. All right. I literally marched in those pink skinny jeans. Everybody was asking me, Oscar, are those girls' pants? Like, no, they're not. These are my pants. You see me wore these before. I knew I was straight up lying to them because, like, oh gosh, why am I wearing my sister's pants right now? I cannot recover from this. I gotta pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Boss it up, and I knew I was wearing girls' pants that day. That was really bad. I was just kind of covering my whole legs that day. It was just a terrible day for me.
We all had at least one terrible day. Me dressed as a girl, you wearing girls' pants, whatever. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is my ankle. That's
funny.
This is a pretty funny story. It was actually a year and a half ago. Not this last summer, but the summer before last. We were going into our senior year, and it was right before school started, about 2 weeks before school started. We were about ready to go to a marching band camp. We had a 1-week marching band camp, and we were going to go to the second rehearsal because there were 2 rehearsals every day. There was one. You don't need to know times, but basically there was one in the morning, a little hour break, and then one in the afternoon. So during the hour, we would just hang out, go eat something, or just go hang out at the skate park, which was right down the street. So we would go down to the skate park, and he had his longboard with him. So here's where the story gets good. So I decided I hadn't ridden a skateboard in the longest time, let alone a longboard. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's try it out the skate park and see what I can do. So first time, I'm getting on it again, and just a little slope, barely even that steep. It was a very shallow slope, and I figure, why not? Let's give it a shot. So I go down, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I go down this little slope, and I immediately lose control. The skateboard slips right out from underneath of me. My ankle gets caught under me, and I basically stress fractured my ankle. I started screaming like a little girl. Like, you know what I'm talking about here, okay? I usually don't do this. I'm just telling all my worst stories today. Jeez. But anyways, I usually don't do this, but when things really hurt, you scream, really loud when it's very sudden and very painful and you didn't see it coming. And I just I screamed. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I broke my ankle. I broke it. I'm dying. I couldn't even walk. I was barely even struggling to get back to the car. It was right before workout or the rehearsal too. So I stumble into rehearsal wearing we wrapped it up in some tape he had in his car.
We did?
We wrapped it up in something. Because we went straight to the rehearsal. We wrapped it up in something. I don't remember if it was tape or I don't remember.
I don't remember what I had in my car.
But basically, I wrapped it up so that it would hold together. And then I went to the rehearsal, but I didn't actually march. I just sat on the sideline. And then I ended up having to stay home for an entire week because I had to let it heal. And it healed within a week. So it was pretty funny. Though.
It was really bad. Literally, I swear, I kid you not, like, the ramp was no bigger than, like, a foot or 2 feet up, right? This guy literally just starts going down. Literally, like, falls on his back and, like, his leg. Like, this dude the freaking splits or something. I'm like, oh, God. This guy just wiped out in front of a bunch of skaters. We look like total amateurs. We gotta check if this kid's okay.
One foot slipped off the skateboard and caught on the concrete. The other one slipped out with the skateboard. So, it's like I almost did the splits and in the process completely shredded my ankle. It was awful.
Man, I don't know. I felt bad for you because you wiped out in front of, you know, like 5 kids. Well, I guess they were at our age at that point. And then, I don't know, it's just like, wow, really? We go to the skate park and this kid, like, wipes out and just freaking wrecks his ankle. I don't know. And then for a week, he's just chilling on the side. Or, like, I think that day, he's just like, oh, I can't march, my foot hurts. I'm like, gosh, dang it, that's my fault. Shouldn't have put him on that skateboard. I know his coordination. Why did I let him on that skateboard? Yeah, I mean, we learned through the hard times, and yeah.
We had a lot of fun times together.
I still skate.
I actually got a new longboard too.
You got a longboard too.
It's a pretty cool one. I dumped $180 on it. It was worth it though. It's cool.
Worth it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Once summer comes around, I might post a video.
Yeah.
Free
longboarding stories.
Longboarding stories.
Arizona's.
If you haven't been looking at the weather recently, if you don't live in Indiana and you know you're just checking out this channel for the first time, right now it's pretty snowy outside. We got about 4 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Pretty. What are you doing? We got about 4 inches of snow and it's drifting right now. So it's pretty rough weather, you know.
Yeah.
I hate Indiana just for this reason. It's always snowy. The fact that he came over here was, you know, crazy.
Miracle.
Yeah,
YOLO. You only live once. You know.
Right, so the next subject here is injuries. Because we just talked about my one injury, but we're gonna see about his injury.
Right.
He didn't tell me anything about it, so this is new for me too.
All right. Oh my cock!
Oh my gosh!
Okay. That's gonna be my cock forever. I like to let you know right now. Look, back in middle school, I tried so hard. I mean, so hard to be cool, right? And sometimes I gotta do cool stuff. So I was in gym class, right? We were playing dodgeball and all that good stuff. And I was a pretty good dodger. I don't want to talk myself up too much, but I was a pretty good dodger.
It's like Jesus.
You just couldn't shoot me. I was like Matrix. So, bam. Like, literally, I did some crazy stuff. Some guy threw the ball at me, and I went, like, I don't know if I can show you too well, but, like bend over. It was like Matrix. Like, I bent my back all the way back, and I fractured my back in 2 spots at school.
How the what?
This was middle school, and I thought it was my kidneys because before I messed up my kidneys by eating a whole bag of like 3 bags of popcorns with hot sauce and like 5 sodas in like 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I messed up my kidneys. I had to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, I can't handle it. Bam, I just kept adding all the hot sauce and popcorn. Oh, it's so addicting. I had to go to the hospital for it because my kidneys just started messing up. I thought it was my kidneys again. So my friend, like, I just felt so bad in my back. Oh, God, dude, I messed up my kidneys or something. Like, didn't drink enough water. So, bam, at this point, my friend's just taking me. I call my mom, like, I need to go home. Like, why? My back really, really hurts. Like, all right. So, bam, we then realized I fractured my back in 2 spots from that accident. I'm like, Oscar, what do you get for being cool? You pulled the Matrix during dodgeball. You got so many brownie points. All the girls want you. But the sad part is you can't even get up from your butt to even go to class because your back hurts so much. 2 spots, bro. It's just like right in my freaking spinal cord. Very bottom of it, close to my butt. And just freaking, I don't know. I felt like a jerk because, like, who breaks their back playing dodgeball because they dodge the ball? And I learned at that point, being cool is not worth breaking your back for. Literally. That's one of my injuries. My boy Adrien. I mean, we got injury stories. We got hurt a lot, actually.
We did. I've got one from football, actually. Football, junior year. I think it was junior year. Yeah, junior year. I was in a hurry to get out of the locker room. It was after a rainy day, and the locker room is okay, he knows the story I'm about ready to tell. The locker room is a cement floor, like a slab. There's no corrugation or anything. It's just smooth concrete. So this is where it gets kind of you can already tell rainy day, smooth concrete, and metal cleats don't match at all. It's like on an ice rink. So I was late to work to get to football practice. So I'm running out of the locker room. I take the corner out and I completely slip and fall right there on my side, hit my head on the ground. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like really hoping maybe I didn't get a concussion or anything, okay? Which I didn't get a concussion. I don't know how. I didn't get a concussion, but I ran out, was running to the football field, and one of the coaches ran past me. He's like, yo, Adrien, how you doing? The yo, Adrien thing, Rocky. He's like, yo, Adrien! He looked at me, he's like, oh my gosh! I'm like, what? He's like, are you okay? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm perfectly okay, coach. He's like, you need to go see the trainer right now. I'm like, what do you mean? What's wrong? Coach, tell me. He's like, go see the trainer right now. And I'm like, okay, fine. Jeez. I'm running back. I'm like, what is he talking about? And I feel the side of my face, and I pull my hand away, and there's just blood all over my hand. When I slipped and fell, I hit right here above my crown, right on a pebble sitting in the middle of the walk room. The only rock on the floor at all. Just a tiny little rock, completely gouged the entire side of my eye open. And there was just blood streaming down the side of my face, dripping off of my chin. It was disgusting. So I went to the trainer. I didn't know that I was bleeding yet. Or I knew that I was bleeding. I didn't know what it looked like. And I went in the trainer's office, and I was like, I think I need help. And he's looking at me, and he's like, oh my gosh, Adrien. I'm like, I'm not quite sure what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure I need some help. And I didn't feel any pain whatsoever the entire time. I got 12 stitches. There's still a scar sitting right there. I never felt any pain whatsoever the entire time. And I was just like, is this actually happening right now? Is this really happening?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. That was our injuries, or some of our injuries.
Yeah, I got so many, dude.
Got so many more. I shattered my ankle in 7th grade. I broke my wrist in 3rd grade.
Sprained my wrist playing soccer.
Sprained my knee.
Dislocated my shoulder.
Sprained my knee in 2nd grade. There's a lot of things I did wrong, but yeah. So next subject is grape fights. We fought with grapes.
This was during senior year only, right?
Yeah,
this is pretty much senior year.
Most of our good stories come from senior year.
Yeah, it was the biggest waste of fun time I ever had in high school. All right, I'm gonna start it out. You'll wrap it up. You'll put the details in on this out, right?
Yeah, he's got the meat. I got the sprinkles.
He's got the seasonings. If you want to get culinary on this,
I got the seasonings for the meat.
All right, so literally
beaten the meat. I'm sorry.
Literally, look, what happened. Look, we sat at a table full of band kids and maybe one non-band kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, band kid table, right? A lot of altos. We had a flute girl sitting with us. We had a clarinet at times, towards the end. And, our lunchroom, provided us with grapes. And I don't know who threw the first grape. I forgot who threw the first freaking grape. But literally, we were just throwing grapes at each other. I personally was aiming for the chest area of the ladies at that table. Because, I was playing boob basketball back in the day. I was a pro at that. I was throwing little papers. Man, I was throwing grapes down shirts.
It is ridiculous how much cleavage there is in high school. I mean, for high schoolers, they're below the age of, consent. A lot of cleavage.
A lot of cleavage.
Ripe for the grape basketball.
Right? So I'm taking shots, and everybody just starts throwing them at each other. At this point, we at least have 20 grapes on the ground. I felt like a total jerk because the custodian has to pick up our grape fight, because I was not going to do it. There's so many grapes on the ground. So there's just too many grapes on the ground. Screw it, guys. We got to ditch before we got to pick up all these grapes. And I mean, I don't know what else happened at that point.
I remember Oscar threw one at one point and completely missed me. It went right over my head and hit another person at another table in the back of the head. Do you remember doing that?
Yeah, they were really pissed off.
They were kind of pissed off. So like, what the heck? Of course, using a little bit more risky language than that. They were like,
what the fudge?
What the fudge? You know, at that point, you know, it's a bit of a
We got girl trouble at that point.
Got girl trouble. It was a girl. We hit her right in the back of the head. It was also a girl at the table that he did actually score a point. Not good points, you know. It's like score a cleavage point.
Bam.
Right there. Right
Bam.
In there. I'm trying to remember what her name was. What that we get. I actually remember what it was. So okay.
Well, let's not say it.
Let's not say it.
Let's not say it.
Because she's probably going to watch this, and she doesn't want that mentioned at
Hey,
all. So,
shouts out to you.
You know who you are.
You know.
Probably not, actually.
Maybe it never even happened. You ever thought about that?
Maybe. Maybe we're just making it up.
Nah, I can't make that up.
No,
That was too good a story up, man.
So, in the same lunchroom, not the same day, different day, we had a... This was us leaving the lunchroom. So right when the bell rings, you know, usually most people take the tray up, and there's a ledge above the trash can, because we were in the senior cafeteria. So there's a trash can and a ledge above it where you put your trays, because, you know, we're not, as seniors, we're not going to go and take our trays over the tray conveyor belt. We're going to put it right there on the shelf.
We're too good for that.
Too good for that, yeah. And also, they put it there just for us to put our trays up there, so we don't have to go to the conveyor.
Yeah.
So we put it up there, and it's the end of the lunch, and all my friends are getting ahead of me. Omar and Oscar are behind me, and a couple other kids, but most of them are in front of me, and I'm about ready to go follow them, because this is right before band. We had a lunch, the first lunch period. So I'm like, I tossed my lunch in the trash, whatever was left of it, and I go to toss my tray up, and I missed the stack. Or I didn't miss it, but I hit it, but it came at such an angle that it just slid right off the other side. And, you know, knowing my luck, you can guess exactly where it landed. Right on the back. Right on the back of another girl's head.
Dude, she was so mad.
She was so mad, but I didn't even stay. The worst part is I didn't stay to help or stay to say it. I turned my head. I walked away.
Do we walk?
I walked straight
Walk
away.
faster. Walk faster.
I was like, oh gosh, just keep walking. Just keep walking, please. Just don't look behind. And all the girls were like, what did you do, Adrien? I'm like, I'm not telling. We're going to class. I'm not turning around. That was the tray story.
That was really bad. I felt bad for that girl. Literally got bobbed in the back of the head. She's like, what is going on? And just like Adrien and I, we're just laughing. We're just laughing so much. Like, oh God, run. Dude, we just smacked a girl in the back of the head. Run. I can't stay here talking.
He didn't really see it at first. He like.
I turned around or something.
Did you? You turned around right after I told you to run. And you glanced. You're like, oh crap. Yeah, it's okay. What is that? What is the next one? Never model story.
What the Adrien? What's up with you?
Why did we write that? I don't remember why we wrote that.
Hey guys, I'm not attracted to be a model, but this guy right here.
What? Why did we?
I did not write that. You did.
I know. I wrote this. I wrote the list, but you gave that idea. I'm like, I know you did. Never model story. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
Adrien, what? I never said that. Never once.
Well, I shortened it. I figured we would just know what we were talking about.
Newer model. Dang.
Newer.
Adrien, handwriting's terrible. Gosh, man, I'm writing.
Newer model story. That's what you're talking about.
Jesus, man.
My handwriting is terrible.
I'm surprised I'm writing right now. Legibly.
Newer model story. This is his story. I have my own, but in the event that she's going to see this video, I don't really want to talk about it. Maybe in the future when it doesn't get as much, you know.
All right,
Still a little recent.
I need to take up my scarf for this one. Getting a little hot already thinking about it. Look, all right. So I had a girlfriend during sophomore, a little bit into junior year, right? She was like 2 years older than me. It was everything was going down, and life, has its ups and downs, and boom, we break up. It's part of life, right? So bam, her little sister was still around. She was in my grade actually, right? My age, she was pretty too, and all that good stuff. She was a pretty fine young chick, you know. I like talking to her. It was like, you know, at this point, if you bought like 1995 Camaro and you bought the 2015 Camaro, that's what it's like. It's a better version. Well, it's not a better version, actually. Let me rephrase it. It's the newer model at that point.
It looks a lot prettier.
I don't know. I even went skydiving with this girl, so it was pretty dope. I felt like we had some connections and all that stuff, but like, you know, it doesn't work out because, you know, all my past and all that stuff. So, word out, you cannot go out with your ex-girlfriend's younger sister. It will be a really bad idea because the past will come up. And, you know, the both will talk about you. He's like, oh, I remember when Oscar used to do that to me. I remember when Oscar used to lick me in the ear.
What the heck are you talking about?
My God. I ever said something Look.
Oh, my gosh.
My cock.
Our cock. Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
I mean, honestly, I learned from this life experience. Oh, here's my bleach.
Yeah.
Look, you
All
can't.
Right, you gonna tell us what we're drinking tonight? Yeah.
Brought to you by.
Us.
We're not famous yet.
We're not endorsed by anyone.
Honestly, a newer model is nice, but you should always go back to old reliable. Not that I done that yet. And probably never will.
Yeah.
You gotta try out new cars.
Now this is with sisters. Now if you're in a weird situation where you are with the mom, you know, and you think you have a chance of getting with the younger daughter, depends on what she looks like. But I say shoot.
I think it really at that point we have to like look at, you know, how old she is, how long you and the mom have been dating. And
like, I know someone, I don't know the guy personally. He works with my stepmom, and he went out with a girl that was about my age, 19. She just graduated my class. I don't think she went to Westfield. She went to a different school, but she was an okay girl. She was a little bit iffy in some categories, you know.
it's okay.
A good 6.
I
maybe
love
7.
all women, by the way.
Yeah,
we're just making a description.
We're just getting a good description out so you guys know what I'm talking about. Whether you're a guy or a girl, I'm just pointing it out there. She was a good 6.5, maybe 7. So I mean, she wasn't bad. She wasn't like amazing either. So now her mom, on the other hand,
Opinions.
Her mom, on the other hand, apparently is a lot more, you know, refined in her look. A bit over 7, not quite 8, but you know, a bit over 7.
7.25, 7.5.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Repeating?
7 repeating. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why that is. Okay, but anyway, so, you know, so he breaks up with this girl after about a month. I don't know why I looked at you. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nope.
He breaks up with the girl after a month, and guess what? A week later, going out with her mom. Yeah, going out with her mom.
Really?
Still going out with her mom today, actually. That was about a month ago that switchover happened.
Why you gotta squeeze my cock for that?
That's so stupid. I don't know what you're doing with my drink there, but
I'm thirsty.
Damn, you really down that sucker. I'm just kind of sipping off this. You know.
A good twist, diet sip, lime. Alright. What we got on the list here?
It's diet lemon lime soda, so I don't really like diet.
I'm
And
on
the
a...
flavor's a bit iffy, but I'm trying to keep the throat here nice and
Oh man, I'm so ripped.
nice and you know.
Follow me on my fitness channel that's not yet to be created.
Probably won't be.
Never. I'm not
Never.
that big.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna happen.
Alright.
He's totally lying. Okay, so homecoming. We're gonna talk about our experiences.
Homecoming.
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 Okay. Homecoming! Yeah!
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're terrible.
I'm
we're not even...
one more sip.
What? Okay.
Love
Nothing
diet.
happened. You guys didn't see
Look.
that. Okay.
We talked a little bit about Homecoming, you know, when he was going out with looking after that other chick, right?
Yeah, the lesbian.
All right.
Yeah, you remember that. If you didn't watch the first podcast, I suggest you go back and watch it. If you don't want to watch it, there is a download in the description of this video and the next video for an audio version of this podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Listening to it on your way to work when you have nothing else better going for your life.
Got an hour behind you. You know, just sit back, relax. You know, put the headphones on and just listen to our smooth voices talk about our retarded experiences.
Whoa, retarded's a
I'm sorry,
word.
retarded. Our slower than normal experiences.
Thank you. Thank you. Some people might take offense.
That was weird. The camera shook. The video,
Small earthquake, Indiana, am I right?
maybe, yeah. We do have a fault line here. It's in the southern Indiana. I don't know why I did the picture there. But it's in southern Indiana. We do actually have a fault line that
Dude, we were talking about Homecoming.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Homecoming! Boom! Okay. Homecoming. You gonna start it off?
All right. So I'll start something off.
Yeah,
Right?
you'll start off this time.
So, you always see on the movies and TV shows about Homecoming it's supposed to be a great night. You dancing with all your friends. And hopefully with your date. And, you slow dancing and all that stuff. I walk into Homecoming. I didn't have a date my freshman year.
Me neither.
Everybody's grinding up on each other. They were like... And I was like, oh my God, I don't know.
Actually, that was such a bad homecoming with grinding involved. Like, our principal had to, put all the future years, sophomore, junior, and senior year, she put out a news blurb every single day of homecoming week saying that grinding will not be tolerated at the dance. And it happened anyways.
Yeah,
So,
they can't stop that many kids.
Apparently, someone at Carmel that year, there was a couple at Carmel that actually, started, boning in the middle of the dance. Literally.
Banging?
What?
Really?
Yeah, in the middle of the dance. I remember reading that on the news the next day.
What
Carmel.
you doing? Too
Getting
much
a-
drink.
Getting a little too much, too much drink on.
Too much more action than I have.
I mean, the fact that it was in the middle of a dance, too. I'm like, how the hell did you pull that off? It wasn't in the bathroom or anything. I mean, it was on the dance
In the middle of the
floor.
dance, so everybody's listening to Usher.
It's like, oh yeah, let's grind. And, if you slip it just the right way, oh, boom! Oh!
Just freaking I don't even know how it's on accidental. The guy unzips his pants all right, we're doing it right now. What? Do it right then and there. Anyways, Homecoming consists of a lot of grinding. And I dance with band kids, right? You call me a loser right now because I was.
Yeah,
Right.
we were pretty stupid.
Alright. Our dancing did not have any consistency of grinding whatsoever.
No, we were the crazy ones. People would bunch up around us to watch us dance.
Yeah. I honestly still wish I got my I still got grinded on, but that's something for the
I
future.
got grinded on senior year.
By who?
Who do you think? Who did I take to homecoming?
I don't know. I didn't go that year.
It's senior year.
Yeah, I didn't go senior year.
Who did I ask to homecoming?
She grinding on you?
Yeah, dude. It was right at the end of the dance. I mean, literally at the end of the dance, this girl, she was a fairly laid back type of girl. She was very shy. I think I talked about her in the last video. She it was the very last song of the dance and everything too. We had been dancing together, slow dance, whatnot. She was so nervous. She'd never slow danced with a guy before. I didn't know that until she told me a couple months afterward. She was so excited when I danced with her. That was so fun. I had a lot of fun there. And right at the end of the dance, she told me that she would never grind on a guy. What does she do? Right in front of me, boom! I'm like, oh my god!
Dang!
Right on the left leg.
Woo!
That was a moment.
Fire, baby.
That's a moment that will stay in here for the rest of my life. Because it never happened happened before. I wasn't even expecting it. You know, we were dancing, you know, doing our crazy thing, and then boom, just like that. I was like, damn. And then the song ended, like, not even 10 seconds later, and we all walked out, and I was just looking at her, I'm like,
damn.
Damn.
Here we got synchronized. 1, 2, 3. Damn!
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't even there. But I picture it all right now.
It was one of those moments, you know?
Why you gotta knock the cock over every time?
Every time.
Every freaking time.
Stay up. Stay up. Gotta stay up.
Oh, man.
Anyways, yeah.
I pictured homecoming to be really fun and all that.
Gosh.
Oh! He dropped all the bad milk! No!
I dropped all the bad
My nose!
The list is coming.
Where's the napkins?
What do you even have in here? Just a minute, we'll cut back. We'll cut back in a minute.
Where's the napkins?
Dang it! I can't!
Yeah. We're having this SMagic-Cast moment.
Just doing a little bit of cleanup here. I'm sorry. So we had a little bit of difficulty there.
Sorry, I was getting cold.
You're scaring me now. You scare me every time. Oh yeah, put the bleach back on there. So yeah. I replaced my drink with some red Gatorade. We are not endorsed by Gatorade.
We're not famous.
Not famous enough to be endorsed by Gatorade.
They don't like us.
After this video, we won't ever. It may be staining my teeth too. So, you guys, red Gatorade does that. Whoops. Okay.
Oh well.
But
Where were we, to be honest?
I got my cock here. You know.
Big one. Big one.
Yeah, we lost our list. It got it may or may not have been completely drenched in bad milk. So where were we? We were in the middle of homecoming. I just finished talking about you
you getting grinded on.
Me getting grinded on. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then I knocked over my cock. It fell on the table. So.
And the bad milk
and the bad milk. It knocked the bad milk onto the table.
Yeah.
The cock sprayed his bad milk all over the table.
That might need to be edited out.
It's staying in.
This is raw, uncut footage.
Raw, uncut footage.
Look.
Okay.
That squeak.
Jesus, that squeak. That squeak, though.
So, my whole expectation of homecoming was pretty high throughout the entire time. But, I went to homecoming the first time, and I was like, wow, this is it, huh?
Yeah.
I was expecting to get, like, some action, some tongue-on-tongue action, and never did happen, to be honest.
No.
Did not happen that for me my freshman year. My sophomore year was a little bit better. I think I had a date that year. Oh, yeah. Let me talk about that real quick, actually.
Oh, God. Okay, here we go.
All right. So, I think her name was Orange, maybe?
Oh, man, I don't remember.
Mango. All right, I'm going to call her...
Pineapple.
Pineapple. I'm going to call her Pineapple. All right? So, Pineapple and I, we started getting close throughout my sophomore year. We started talking as, talking gets talking, it gets a little bit closer and just get, like, connected. All right? So, bam, I was like, dude, I got to ask this girl to the homecoming date, I gotta get some guts in me, and bam, do all that good stuff, all right? So, bam, it was right after band, right? I have to ask this girl to homecoming, and I was really nervous because there was a part of me like, oh, she's going to say no or something, right? So, bam, I went in for the kill, right? I was like, hey, Pineapple, would you like to go to the homecoming with a fella like me? And she was like, yes, dude, there's a smile on her face and all that stuff. I was like, what's up? What's up? Dude, I could jump. I could probably touch the ceiling at that time. I was only like 5'6", 5'7" at the time. 5'10", 5'11" now, I think. But, dude, literally, like a girl that I liked said yes to a homecoming to me. And I was like, just doing my little boogie and all that stuff. When I got home, like, oh, I told you, Mom. I told you I could get a date. You were so wrong, Mom. You were so wrong. And, that's okay. Because then, bam, we went to a party afterwards. And, yeah, I had a good time with her. It was, that's what makes homecoming really special. If you go with someone you actually really care about. Don't go out with some random chick or random guy that you randomly asked out because she was attractive, alright? I know people that were asked out and they did not enjoy their time too much, alright? If you go out with someone that you actually care for and have feelings for, makes the whole experience so much better, alright? So that's my tip for you. I don't know. I didn't go to homecoming my last 2 years.
I'll tell my homecoming story. I already told you the meat of the story, the grinding part. But getting to the homecoming, me asking the girl out.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that the last time we had the podcast, I mentioned fromage and how I asked her to prom, and all that good stuff. And then the girl the next year, when I went to homecoming, which was my senior year, I asked the girl out to homecoming, which is the girl I mentioned already in the previous story. Same homecoming. Okay, so I asked her out in a really cute way. I wanted to be as cute as possible with it. It was right before it was the week before our Scholastic opening to Scholastic competition, where he made all of his big speeches at the beginning of this video, and it was a week beforehand. We were going to a different competition, and or maybe it was 2 weeks beforehand. I think it was 2 weeks beforehand.
Might have been two.
Because we had a competition at Ben Davis High School, and then we went to we had homecoming the next week, and then we had Scholastic opening the next week. So yeah, it was 2 weeks before. So I asked her the week before. What?
No. Sorry.
Oh, you're just
I'm making a point for you.
You're just making a point. Yeah.
Just making
so
it
anyways,
obvious.
I decided I'm gonna make this really, really special for her because I'm a romantic guy. I want to be smooth. I want to really wow this girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So I figure out, I'm like, well, what's the sexiest rose I can find? I'm like, a white rose. A white rose is sexy because a red rose is sexy, but it's not unique. Girls like unique. They like unique situations that involve romantic. They love being romanced in a unique way that they haven't seen on some TV show. So it was either that or a pink rose, which I decided that a white rose would just show that the uniqueness was all there. So I took a white rose and I went into the park, which was right across the street from the high school, right across the street from where the buses parked.
Where you wiped out.
Where I wiped out, right in front of the skate park. I wiped out. Across the street from the band lot where we would get on our buses and go to Ben Davis. So I quickly ran across, stuffed the rose in a bush, just hit it in the middle of a bush, out across the path. And so we went through the whole rehearsal. This was right before the rehearsal. So we went through a 2-hour rehearsal, came back, ate some lunch. I was freaking shaking like crazy. I was so nervous, dude. I was so nervous. If you're a guy and you ask a girl out and that feeling, the nerve feeling where you just feel like you're gonna explode, it was that type of feeling going through my entire body at that time. So we were gonna pick out our seat. She was gonna sit next to me because we had been talking for a couple weeks, but we hadn't really, I hadn't really made any moves toward her. I hadn't really made it obvious that I was, attracted to her in that way yet. But she could kind of tell because she wanted to sit next to me on the bus. So I sat down next to her. I was like, hey, I need to come with me for a second. I need you so I can go talk to you. She's like, okay, what do you mean? And so I picked her up and I was like, here, come with me. Or I didn't pick her up, Jesus. I told her I took her across the road and I was like, come with me. I need to show you something. She's like, what do you mean, Adrien? Are you gonna do something really bad to me? I was like, no, I'm not gonna do anything bad to you. Stop thinking that way. What's wrong with you? So we go across the road, and she so we stop by on the side of the path. She's like, okay, what are we doing here, Adrien? And I was like, here, let me show you. And he's like, well, I was like, I'm trying to remember exactly how I put it. I put it in a really romantic way. I was like, well, I really like you, and I can't remember how I put it. I remember I put it in a really romantic way. I reached down, and I was like, I grabbed the rose out of the bush, and I pulled it up, and I was like, I was wondering if you wanted to go to homecoming with me. and she was holding her lunch in one hand and something else in her other, and she just dropped it right there and just like put her hands up to her mouth and just like screamed, and like I was like, oh my gosh. Or I was like, it was almost like a scream, like a scared scream, but then there was a scream of like, yes, I want to go with you. And then she was like, she just ran up, hugged me, and she's like, yes, 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 yes. It was a really, really awesome moment. I like that. It was cool. Then the skater from in the skate park, they were clapping and everything. It was really funny. And then one of them, as we were walking away, one of them was like, don't forget to wear a condom. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, please no. I'm like, did you hear that? And she's like, hear what? I'm like, good. That was my homecoming story. Yeah.
I didn't go my last 2 years.
Yeah, you didn't go junior or senior year.
I kind of got over the whole idea. So, bam, me and Omar, we went over to his house and we were playing FIFA. We ordered some Domino's pizza because we're losers and we could not get dates and no one liked us. We were brown and no one liked us, and we were brown and no one liked us, and we were ugly and no one liked us, and we had bad haircuts and no one liked us. But we decided to play FIFA for the night. All right. We ordered Domino's pizza and we got, we got pepperoni, I think, something like that, right? So I ate, I think, at least half or if not more of that pizza in one sitting.
Gosh.
I was really depressed, all right? I was with my good friend Omar playing FIFA while all my friends were getting grinded up on each other. Now, that's something to eat a lot of pizza about, okay?
You went junior year, didn't you?
Did I?
I remember because we danced out in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh!
Dude! We totally
I remember!
We totally went to the front of the dance floor and danced like crazy people, and we actually got a crowd surrounding us in the middle of the circle.
Dude, that was dope.
I was like, oh my gosh, Oscar, we're making it really difficult for us right now. Because we can't dance, or not dance that well anyways.
I can shuffle, man.
He can shuffle.
Jerking.
I taught myself how to shuffle a little bit. But, for the most part, our dancing skills were subpar.
Dude, there's that one kid that was dancing like Michael Jackson, so I had to compete with that guy.
There's the one kid in your class that's, really freaking good at dancing, and he was dancing in the circle too. And then we were dancing in the circle looking like complete morons compared to him. I was like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? I just had to get out of there. But that was fun.
Yeah, dude, I remember now. I was killing it, man. They were like, woo, 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 woo.
That was fun.
So anyways, back to the pizza story.
Yeah,
ate all of it, and I didn't have a working car at the time, so I biked it home. I live like maybe 3 miles from Omar, 3 or 5 miles from Omar's house.
Yeah, about that much.
I biked it all the way there at 12 o'clock at night, because I worked the next day, and I threw up the entire pizza, because I was dehydrated. And I thought...
I didn't know that.
It was really bad. I literally could not make it to the bathroom. I threw up on the ground on my way to the bathroom. My mom was really pissed off with me. Like, why'd you throw up on the ground? Like, Mom, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't make it. It was really dark. I have to throw up. So you're like, you have all the puke held in your mouth, right? And the taste of puke in your mouth. And you try to open the door in the dark light. Like, I can't open this right now. Oh, my cock.
Or cock, yeah. Okay.
Literally, like, I threw up. There's a big pile of puke on the ground. I'm still, like, just going to the bathroom. I throw the rest up, and my brother just comes home later that night. He steps on, like, Oscar! I'm like, what? Why'd you throw up? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it right now. Hours later, I was like, I called my place, like, yo, man, I can't come into work today. I threw up everywhere. I have to pick it up. I didn't drink that night, if that's what you guys were thinking. I just ate really bad Domino's pizza. I was dehydrated that night. So, bam, what I learned was I should have went to homecoming and never ordered from Domino's Pizza.
Oh, Domino's is rough. Domino's is very, very rough. On the intestines, that is.
It's freaking terrible, man. Papa John's is where... I'm not even endorsed by Papa John's, but if you had to order a freaking good pizza, either Papa John's or Pizza Hut. And if you're rich, go to Papa Murphy's. I ain't rich like you, though.
If you live in the Hamilton County area, okay, in Indiana, Jan's Pizza, very good as well.
Jan's is very good. I like that.
Very good. I think there's only 2 in Hamilton County, and that's it in the whole world. So, pretty good.
Go down there.
Yeah.
I know the guy. He lives in my neighborhood. And I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm just saying we live in the same neighborhood. So, which by the chance of property makes me really rich. And better than you. And better looking. And I have black hair. I'm sorry, Adrien.
And he's gay.
I question myself sometimes. I'm just.
We question our own sexuality multiple times every day.
I'm gonna grab some chips real quick. You entertain them real quick. Drop a beat.
You're gonna grab some chips. Really? At the end of the recording?
Yo, man, I'm about to
Let's finish it. Let's
All
finish
right.
the podcast.
I'm hungry.
He's hungry. We're gonna eat something after this, so don't you worry. We're not gonna starve tonight. So yeah.
If we had the paper, if you didn't drop all your bad milk on this freaking table.
There's only one topic left. I don't even remember what it was. I really don't remember what it was.
Alright, let me talk about this real quick. So, I was really into this girl, right? It was my junior year. The girl, I should have went to prom with, but I didn't at the time. Because I didn't have no huevos, as Mexicans would call it, which means balls in Spanish. And I was
eggs,
just
one or the other.
Yeah, one of them. Eggs. No.
No huevos.
And
It didn't squeak the second time. Oh my gosh!
cock always falling down. Revive it. All right.
Cock drags you down. Drags you down. It drags you down. You tell it's near the end of the podcast here. We're really slurring this meat a little bit. Okay.
So I was talking to the girl, right? And then one of my other gal pals told me.
Gee, I don't even know why he did that.
One of my other gal pals told me, "Hey Oscar, do you know yet the other girl that you like is making out with this other guy after school?" Dude, I could have sworn, like, emotionally, I was shot 12 times in the face.
Oh, I know that feeling so much.
Just, like, literally, like, knowing that girl might have been interested in me. And, like, she seemed really interested in me. And I was interested in her. And, bam, we got her making out with freaking watermelon, right? And I was like, well, you gotta be freaking kidding me, huh? Because I thought you was into me.
You're talking about her. I didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, oh my gosh.
Dang it.
That could have been really bad.
Another bad milk accident.
Milk almost.
Let's put bad milk up here.
What is up with my cock falling on the table, spilling this bad milk everywhere? What's going on?
I don't even know. Look, so literally, I was really mad at that moment, and then bam, the girl calls me like, Oscar, I don't know what you heard, but it's not. I don't know what you heard, but it's not true. I'm like, girl, you guessed it. Girl, I know you would do that. Girl, I know you did that to me. Because you acted all defensive. You didn't even need to call to say it's not true. Because I know it's true. Alright? I know people don't lie to me like that. Alright? You playing with my heart, girl. We done. And that was a pretty hard year. Because, bam, she ended up going to prom with watermelon. And there I was. Looking all stupid. And I was pretty disappointed. Because, like, I didn't have a date. And, you move on from life. I didn't do any drugs that weekend. Nor did I drink that weekend. Which is good. I'm an alcoholic. I'm just kidding. Alcohol is way too expensive. And I'm not even 21. It's a bad idea anyways. But
yeah, don't do it unless you're, of
legal age.
Of legal age.
Because, I know people that messed up their whole entire life with it,
Yeah.
Really sad stuff. But back to the topic. I hate you, watermelon. And I wished that...
It's like a flicker. Did you see that? The screen.
I wish it could have gone better is all I'm saying.
So if you're watching this video, I hope that everything in life for you goes
spectacular. Alright? Because you really hurt my feelings that day.
It's going to be really difficult to cut all that terrible noise out of your microphone. I'm joking. Okay. Well, I think we're getting to the end of the podcast here. We've been going for about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, want to do the outro then? I guess.
All right. Look, I have an Instagram and a Twitter. All right. My name is Loco Hoskins on both Twitter and Instagram.
Spelled right here.
It will be spelled right there.
Right there. Right there. Right here. It's gonna be spelled in full.
Kiss my name.
It's Loco Hoskins. It's not Locuskins. It's Loco Hoskins. Boom. You get that?
Remember it.
Yeah.
Add me.
And
now I might follow back.
I've also just started my own Twitter for this channel specifically. I have my own Twitter. I've had my own Twitter for about a year and a half. But for this channel, don't give it away. But this channel will have its own, and it's gonna be posted right here as well. It's gonna be written down right above. See Loco Hoskins right here. Okay, this one right here at the SSP. You get that? The SSP. Slaughtering Smiles Post SSP. You get that? Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult to edit that. But anyways, yeah. So we got the Loco Hoskins, or the Loco Hoskins. We got Loco Hoskins and the SSP. Okay.
Send me a shout out. I'll follow you back.
Yeah, make sure to follow them up.
Maybe.
And so anyways, yeah. So that was pretty much that's all we got to talk about today. We'll have another one next week. Oh, excuse me. Wow.
Hiccup.
Anyways, we'll have another one next week, and you ready?
Blood buddies!
Wow! Boom!
Catch y'all next week.
Oh my gosh! I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Adrien. This is Oscar, and if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment to your heart's content. And I will see you guys next time. See ya! Boom! Why am I taking so many steps? What is going on with this game right now? What's happening? What's happening? Run! Run faster! Oh my gosh! Yes! I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead! Go in there! God! Oh my gosh! She's right there! Run! 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 Unlock faster! Unlock faster! Unlock faster! Go! 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 Go!